The Spoleto Festival is a classical music, film and arts festival set in the beautiful Italian countryside of Umbria. 50 years ago, a composer by the name of Gian Carlo Menotti fell in love with this picturesque and yet unknown town. His life was dedicated to bringing the world's best talent to Spoleto, seeing it transformed from a poor provincial place to the centre of one of the most extraordinary festivals in the world.
He did it because he loves the city and he wanted to help a town that needed help.
In 1990, local government tried to buy the festival from the Menottis. They wanted Gian Carlo to retire and become a paid honorary president.
The festival would get 1 million from central government, about 1 million from sponsorship and 1 million from the box office. They wanted control of this money to use it for, some of it, for their own purposes. Remember, the festival is a non-profit organization, it's not a company. The Menotti family would contribute about 400,000 euros a year to this operation.
Failing to persuade the Menottis to retire from the festival, local politicians, banks, the church and local police consistently attempted to sabotage the festival for the last 20 years.
They took the computers from the festival office, so we had to work with pen and paper and run from building to building instead of sending emails. They blocked the roads. They charged exorbitant rents for the theaters. One December, the police came, threw us out of the office into the snow. During the festival, the local authority closed the box office so we couldn't sell any tickets, claiming for sanitary reasons. And my poor father, who was still alive at that point, said, "I didn't know that computers could catch fleas."
2007 saw an escalation of sabotage attempts. They were also determined to stop the final concert from being a success.
The blocking of the money almost resulted in a workers' strike, without whom the final concert would be impossible.
Tra la Fondazione Festival dei Due Mondi, Associazione Festival dei Due Mondi e Comune di Spoleto venga risolto in tempi rispettosi del lavoro di ognuno. Grazie.
They orchestrated a power cut while the preparations were going on, interrupting rehearsals and technical work. They tried with all their might to stop the concert from being performed.
It's probably the mayor and the local politicians who would like to get their hands on the festival and run it themselves.
I doubt it. This is a conspiracy planned out by the mayor to try and shut us down on such an important night.
They blocked the orchestra's bus from coming into the town, so the orchestra had to walk to the piazza, which was quite a long way, and they hadn't even been paid.
Hanno placato 4 milioni di euro perché non voglio fare una colpa, preferisco per bruciare.
È un spettacolo vergognoso!
Most of the people are close to Francis and are on his part, except few exceptions that are related to the unions.
Sosteniamo che per fare una causa there will be not a festival without Menotti because it's different, it's impossible.
Francis had the right document in his hands.
So why was this not good enough for the mayor?
I think because he doesn't want to give us the money. He would rather not give us the money. I think he would rather burn the festival.
E lui ha ottenuto un accantonamento a tutti questo soldi.
Se vogliono mettere un avvocato, lo paga il comune, per avere i soldi dal contratto che voi avete avuto. Questo ve lo garantisco come impegno questa sera.
If the mayor says that he doesn't have the money to pay the employee, he had the money to finish, he could use the money to pay the Teatro Nuovo, and he had 150,000 euro to pay a trial against the Associazione. So why could he use this money for the Teatro Nuovo, and why is he saying he can't use this money for the employee?
No, ma ha scritto tutti quello che vuole la comune, non lo so, come strano. Grazie.
Finally, when the concert went ahead, the church deliberately let the cathedral bells go off in the middle of a performance.
Where is the Archbishop tonight? Where is the Cardinal tonight? They're all hiding. And he still sabotaged the concert by keeping the bells on. Except GC took care of it. It came in the right key at the right tempo. It worked perfectly. It made the piece very interesting. He didn't sabotage the concert.
The reason for the sabotage and the propaganda was to ruin the festival and demonstrate my incompetence so that the local authority could justify taking over the festival.
I mean, we all know Chip's been running the place for years and years and years and years, whilst darling Gian Carlo was becoming older and older. But the reality, I said this to him a few months ago, is that this is the first festival where the world knows it's completely his.
Over the years, many articles have been written by the local press claiming that the festival was a failure, despite huge box office and critical success.
In 2006, the Minister of Culture, Rocco Buttiglione, came to the festival for the final concert, demonstrating his support of the festival and the Menotti family. He came into the piazza on the final concert and sat with me and my father and my sons. Then in an official meeting in Rome, he promised to help us by giving a special grant of 4 million euros to celebrate 50 years of the festival. And that would have helped us enormously to continue on in the future.
Unfortunately, Buttiglione's party lost the election, and with it his position as Minister of Culture. The money earmarked for the festival never arrived, and a new Minister of Culture, Francesco Rutelli, was appointed.
Rutelli tried immediately to make a deal with me to gain control of the festival. He offered me a contract to buy the trademark license, a salary, and an honorary position.
Negotiations continued for months, creating a deal and a contract that would suit both parties. Rutelli wanted control of the festival and finances, including the 4 million euros promised to them. Francis was very happy to collaborate with the ministry.
At this point, my father is slowly fading. I'm 71. My children are far too young. So this offer from Rutelli, I'm so excited and happy about it because it ensures the future of the festival.
During this time, Gian Carlo's health was rapidly deteriorating, until finally he died in Monaco in 2007.
He was always aware he didn't want to get wrinkles and things. He would fight to stay as young as he could be, even when he was 80 and things. Yeah, he was determined. He didn't really like old. He didn't like the idea of getting old. He was very sad when he couldn't read anymore. I think the biggest tragedy of his life for his old age is when he was not able to read. He would read all the time. He cared about reading more than anything else.
Francis was directing an opera, organising the upcoming festival, arranging Gian Carlo's funeral, and negotiating with Rutelli, all at the same time.
I was under huge pressure, grieving the death of my father, and at the same moment, my lawyer sends me a contract by email outlining Rutelli's deal, which I was happy to accept.
Weeks of working out the details continued, but Francis was assured that Rutelli would take on the debts and allow Francis to help the festival.
I was happy that the festival would continue and that I would no longer be burdened with the debts of the festival, as my poor father had before for 40 years, staying awake at night worrying about debts. Seemingly the pressure was off.
Rutelli and Francis agreed that on the 1st of June 2007, just before the 50th anniversary, they would announce this new deal to the world at the festival press conference in Rome.
On the morning of the press conference, I received a call from Rutelli's head of department telling me the deal is off. There will be no honorary title, no salary, no payment for the trademark license, no 4 million. I was obligated to, at that point, face the cameras and pretend nothing had happened.
This was not the first time Rutelli had caused the Menotti family some problems. In 1993, Rutelli was mayor of Rome and sacked Gian Carlo as artistic director of the Rome Opera.
Shortly after the press conference, I read in the national news that Rutelli said the festival belongs to him. I think he realized I was too keen to make a deal, that I was grieving and under huge pressure.
The 2007 50th anniversary went ahead with great success, apart from the several moments of controversy. Many artists and workers went unpaid as the funds for the festival were withheld completely. Francis is also under legal investigation from the financial police in Perugia.
So here I am, left alone, no deal. Accused of wrongdoing. They've taken our homes in Spoleto. They've used the name of the festival. I am personally responsible for the debts of the festival, despite the 4 million never arriving, and the many millions more held by the local authority. Now our lips say goodbye. The word must be said, but the heart must not heed. So my lips say goodbye.
Francis Menotti was ousted from his position due to a technicality, and the 2008 festival went on without him.
Any artistic organisation run by politicians rather than artists, things can start to go badly awry.
They retained only 3 of the 40 major sponsors of the previous year. Hotels were empty, the box office flopped, restaurants were closing down, and the atmosphere of the festival has gone.
For more than 25 years, my father was arguing with the local authority and saying how they would eventually take over the festival. He said it's inevitable. And when that happens, they will probably ask you to leave. And I suggest you go. And remember that you did a wonderful job, and I'm very proud of you, and that's yours. They can't take that away from you. I don't want this to end on a sad note. The festival is a huge part of my life. It's in my blood. I want my children to be involved in the festival's future.
It is a child that has been brought up by Gian Carlo, followed by Francis. As a personal remark, I would like that this festival ends up in the hands of Cosimo and Claudio.
My childhood is filled with many wonderful memories of the festival, and I cannot say strongly enough how hard my father worked on it from when I was born until the festival's end in 2007. Gian Carlo commended him every year on the festivals that he had created.
I've had a great time going to the festival and being a part of it every year, and hope that the festival will continue with its interests as the main priority.
The festival is a wonderful dream my father had. He spent his whole life working to make it come true. I want us all to continue to believe in it.
I feel really privileged to be able to be here and to do this in my life, and I can die a happy man. I get a lot of job satisfaction. I can't imagine anything more wonderful than to be here in Spoleto and to make music like this and to be with all these wonderful artists who give all their heart and soul to music and art, and I want to continue on doing what my father has been doing for 50 years. I learned from my father that the most important thing in life is to give and to love, and the more you give and the more you love, the more it spreads around, and like throwing pebbles on the water, it spreads out, and that's what's important, I think.